Yo, what it is, YouTube? It's your boy Bob Scola. We're back at it again, playing some Fallout 4. Now, the reason why I'm playing some Fallout 4, I was actually going to end up doing a video in relationship to EA, and I was about to download Apex Legends, so, pardon me, I'm still exhausted this long night. So I was like, you know, F it. We're just gonna watch, Caltraps are still dropped out. No, we're just gonna play some Fallout 4. I might have to wait till after downloads. I had no idea that they finally made good of their promise to bring that whatever they had, the update, whatever crappy Iron Dimension, whatever update it was. They finally brought it out. But this video is here today because after listening to the whole nine and the whole spiel regarding Apex Legends, I was doing some thinking like I typically do, because I listen and I think before I speak. And I realized, and I should have done I really should have loaded Skyrim, but I've been having some issues with that, so I'm gonna have to deactivate all mods, start over from scratch, and see what mods are causing my issue. But I realized why the next Elder Scrolls games have been taking so long. And part of it is me being right, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be proven right when it finally comes out. Because Skyrim dropped 2007, 2009, 2011, something along. It was one of those years it dropped. One of those odd numbered years. And so I was sitting here like, you know, why is Skyrim taking so long? It shouldn't be taking nowhere near as long as it is, but it is taking, you know, a crazy long time. Let me see what's over here. Ooh, I'm gonna get them all in one go. And the answer has a lot to do with, ironically, both Apex Legends and the Creation Store. I can almost say Fallout 76 too, but no, it's Apex Legends Creation Store. And the answer is really simple. And I'm right in that Bethesda is planning on doing a heavy amount of microtransactions, getting ready for this new game. Now, how I came down, I was thinking about how, you know, Apex Legends is a free-to-play game. So I'm gonna put the video up sometime today. Apex Legends is a free-to-play game. They lied, saying that they were not going to do any crazy, you know, BS microtransactions, and they did them anyways. And now, head developers and the whole nine, they're mad that people are mad because they lied. So they're mad at the lie. They're mad at the fact that people are mad at them because they lied, and people are now being hostile and trolling. They're getting a lot of trolls. Now, I don't condone violence and, you know, death threats and the whole nine. They deserve to be trolled because by counterintuitive, they troll the players. They 100% troll all their player base, lying to them about how they're not going to be, and everything's just going to be cosmetic. It's not going to be, you know, this crazy hungry money grabbing scheme, and that's exactly what they did. Now, why is not gameplay effective? It's still cheap. I guess she's gone. I should steal, but I think she's dead. Oh well, I'm not gonna bring her back. She's just dead. I'm bringing her back maybe another time. But with that also being established, it made me start really thinking about the state of Bethesda Studios, Bethesda Gaming Studios, and, you know, the entire state. Well, really, the entire state of the entire industry. But specifically, I was really thinking about how the golden days are over. Every developer is going to look to do more with less. They're going to look to see how they can get more money out of the same product. And if you think I'm lying about that, just keep in mind that Bethesda has sold Bethesda has sold what's it, Skyrim on Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, Xbox 4, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, PC twice. I don't know how many times they've sold the game. They've sold the game multiple times, sold and resold. Essentially getting more from less. So they're going to try to do that. You know they're going to try to do microtransactions. They want the additional money because there's a lot of money to be made in microtransactions. But the question really becomes on how bad are they going to really be? How invasive are these microtransactions going to be? And they're going to be ridiculous. Because my whole concept on microtransactions is that they should be cosmetic only. But on top of being cosmetic only, they should only be $1 a piece. They should only be no more than $1 a piece. And I'm talking about, I don't care what the microtransaction is. If you're going to pull an Activision and give me a red dot, then that should be a penny. You give me new clothes, new suit, the whole nine. Then, let me change the word Commonwealth. I'm pretty sure this mod is already down. I need spawns all the way at max. I think I turned off spawns. That's the problem. But we're gonna be. I'm kind of pissed off on the very thought of what's going to end up happening. Being completely random. And I'm almost devastated to a depression point because we're gonna see the worst of the worst in the upcoming favorite games in the whole nine. I keep scrolling up. I'm trying to look for something I don't know what I'm looking for. Whatever. It's gonna get ridiculously bad. It's going to be ungodly bad. And the worst part of it is nothing that we do is really gonna matter. Absolutely nothing we do will matter. Because you complain, whine, and the whole nine. None of that's gonna matter. The only way to really get at these developers, make them change their entire stance, these developers and publishers, is going to really be just flat out not buy the game. Because all this boycotting we're doing, all this pleading and everything else with the ESRB and the ESA, it means nothing. In their mindset, all of this is about, okay, they're complaining about this. Well, let's keep doing it until we can't make any more money. Let's lie to them, let's apologize, and the whole nine. Because let's be honest, EA is giving the same BS, apologies day in and day out. It's the same apology from EA developers and the whole nine. We're sorry, we've learned our lesson, we will change our pattern going forward, yada yada yada. Only for them to pull the same thing in the next game. It's all the same thing with EA's developers. Because it's going to be the same thing with EA. It's going to be the same thing with Bethesda. Next game is going to be atrocious. So the only way you can stop this, only way we as consumers can stop this, is to really start acting like consumers. Because there's one thing for both. There are consumers that lie, there are developers that lie, there are a huge amount of publishers that lie. I know what happened. I came back too fast, so it didn't load properly. Let me run over there. But only way to stop this is to stop it with our wallets. Stop it with our money. Stop buying the games. Stop supporting them. Man, I'm running so fast the game hasn't been properly loaded everywhere. Give it a moment to load. Almost broken the game in its entirety. Ah, screw it. Let me just fast travel. This is gonna take forever too. I'm not that far away. Just walk over there. Slowly walk. But that's with instructions. I don't know. What's this? I don't remember ever seeing this. But no. If you patch the old switching station, run at rising midnight. Jump up here. But studios, EA, Activision, they don't really care. Because what happens is it ends up like this. And it was going to happen. So they put out these games that we can't stand. That's microtransaction infused and filled. And we don't like. Then we don't buy the game. It's not that we don't pay for microtransaction. We just flat out don't buy the game. And so by us not buying the game, the next thing that happens is they lower the price, get to almost a free-to-play model. Then in the free-to-play model, they decide, all right, since they weren't buying the game and we had to go free-to-play, let's make some really fairly expensive stuff. Let's jack up the prices. And then by us jacking up the prices, we'll make our money back. So then we just stop playing the game altogether. They'll lie to their investors and say that the experience that they've been hearing us say we want is not the experience that we actually want. And that in order to get the experience that we want, they're going to do more monetization. So then we stop buying those games altogether. So in EA's case, what EA is going to do is the following. Dump any project that's not NFL related. Put the same process out over and over and over again. Lie to that fan base of sports gamers that don't really pay attention properly. And I'm talking, I don't mean sports players don't pay attention properly. That side of sports players that don't pay attention properly and are just looking for the new Madden. They're just gonna go after them, and just because there's a lot of them until they get wise to it. So then, the next thing that's gonna happen is they're gonna say, well, a lot of people aren't buying new experiences. So let's make another game that's all about this experience, and let's market it to kids because loot boxes, and because since we have our hand in the ESRB, ESA, then people are just gonna flat out, stop buying, and we'll just monetize them. Let's work on monetizing them. That's what it's gonna boil down to. Let's work on monetizing that side.
I'm gonna rip your lips out.
The carnage and devastation. A rolling thing. Okay. But that's where that's gonna get to.
What's that noise?
Woo. This dog me. He just got hurt. Oh well.
Fucking hide from me? You're dead.
Oh. She gave me that old one too. Oh right, I forgot I gave all the guards of these places I gave them fat fans. It pretty much boils down to that no matter what we do, they're going to try to monetize one way or another. I'm almost willing to bet what's going to end up happening ultimately is that they'll put out a single game like a Fallout 4 experience, and they'll try to heavily monetize that. And I'm talking about all developers. Or Skyrim experience, they'll heavily try to monetize that. Players won't have it. And it's going to be a matter of them putting in some type of new system in place that allows for them to do additional microtransactions towards us as consumers. They're going to try to find something. They wanted maximum profit with minimum effort. Just being real. And you can't blame them for wanting to make money. But not only do they want to make money, they want to make money and not do any work with it. Essentially, you know, after you pay me type mentality. And that's because it comes from two reasons. One is that we have a bunch of politicians that don't understand video games at all. And then they're gonna say something like video games need to be taken out of the hands of kids. And so then developers like EA, publishers and like EA are gonna be like, okay, take them out of the hands of kids because no longer in kids' hands, now we can put microtransactions. And then they're gonna say, well, we're gonna like microtransactions are the devil's work, blah blah blah. Then they're gonna go against the politicians and say, hey, microtransactions are the devil's work. And EA's gonna say, well, this game was only for adults anyways. Oh, this game's only for adults, so there shouldn't be an issue. So let's just keep allowing the microtransactions. Pretty much the way my mindset is, I'm kind of sick of the industry. Cause like my brother's a hardcore. He's a hardcore NFL fan. But even after watching, I let him watch the Angry Joe video regarding Madden and how Madden 20 is literally Madden 19 with some of the stuff they took out of Madden 19 added back in. So my brother, even himself, he's kind of like, I'm done with Madden. And he's a hardcore Madden fan. So much so that he bought he started playing the Madden mobile game. You know, I say started playing, I'm not talking about like this is recent. He's been playing. Because it was interesting to him. Why does he bet all the way out here? It was interesting to him. But now he's like, I'm kind of sick of it. So who knows? Next thing's gonna happen in some way, shape, or form. They're gonna try to force the government into allowing their hands to do certain things to allow us more microtransactions. And I'm so sick of the industry. It's gonna take publishers or developers like Cyberpunk 27, C.R.E.A.M to become popular for publishers and developers to get it. And the problem is, even once they do, what they're going to end up doing is trying to force CD Projekt Red's hand and to make them produce a specific product and get them in a microtransaction. It's not going to be they're going to shy away from microtransaction. They're going to be pushing to make sure they add them to the microtransactions. That's the part that kind of really sucks, because the Bethesda was not a microtransaction heavy studio. They're more like a quality over profit type studio for the most part. And I say were, because you know that's completely changed. That's not who they are anymore. They're starting to become a profit over everything else. They tell us that they're quality over everything else, but they're profit. They're about that money. And again, yes, as developers you aren't in this, you know, just as a charity. You're in this to make money. But at some point, this crap gotta stop. People need to be made to pay for these actions. People need to be made to suffer for these actions. And I think another thing that will help the industry, once it finally happens, we need to get a politician. We need a politician in office who is a gamer. We don't have any of those. We need gamers in office that are aware of these things and that will make changes. Because I would like having Angry Joe in office. Oh, that would be just perfect. Having a bunch of people like Angry Joe in office would be perfect, because we can stop a lot of this. But it's more to it than just. It's more to being in as a politician than being, you know, about video games, which is another issue. I don't know. Part of me, I know it's not the most exciting thing ever. I'm just kind of like really depressed. I'm kind of sick of this. It's not going to change. We got to come to the realization. It's not going to change until until we force their hands with money, because they're going to chase the money. All the developers and publishers are chasing the money. So since we have the money, we got to make them chase the money. I don't know, yo. I'm hopefully they're amping things up so I can go on a real rant I want to go about. But it's your boy Bob. Go over, like, share, subscribe. Stop buying from EA. Stop buying from Activision. Stop buying from ZeniMax, Bethesda, and let's do something else, man. Something else.